I record this video, it's my 49th birthday, and even though I'm way old, I don't think I'm gonna have a midlife crisis, especially since I dealt with my midlife crisis back when I was in my 20s. It's a midlife crisis. It's a midlife crisis. Yeah, I had to get that over with too. Anyway, another thing I want to bring up is that, as long as I'm on the subject of birthdays, why are birthdays such a big deal? Because when you were born, you didn't really do anything. All you did was lay there and get born. Your mother was doing all the work. So when you think about it, your birthday is just another Mother's Day. Yay, Mom! Yeah, yay, Mom. Now for the main issue. The main issue is, what was the main issue? I'm also bring up what I have in mind now. It's the YouTuber Sargon of Akkad. He, among other things, is a ardent anti-feminist, or at least he seems that way. And I've subscribed to him. I subscribed to him just a month or so ago. I thought he was all awesome and stuff. Listen to his videos all the time. And then earlier today, I saw this video he did with Goodfella, another YouTuber, who's also has anti-feminist sentiments. Anyway, I saw this video that he was doing with I saw this video that Sargon was doing with Goodfella, and Sargon admitted that, at least from his point of view, feminism can never be defeated. So, with that being the case, I unsubscribed from him, and I'm not dealing with him anymore. I mean, I really hate the way people do this sort of thing, you know? You have people complaining and screaming about how horrible, evil feminism is, and then they turn around and say, feminism cannot be defeated. What the frack is the point about, what the frack's the point of complaining about feminism if you're not going to do anything about it? I mean, if feminism can't be defeated, just shut up and live with it. But no, he's going to complain about it and at the same time say it's unstoppable. I hate that. I mean, what the frack is going on? Now for some no consultation. Yeah, here we go. One thing I've noticed, and one thing a lot of people notice, is that change is an unavoidable consequence of existence. Also, history is filled to the brim with people who've changed the world. We hear this all the time. Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi. They changed the world. They radically altered it. They did all kinds of breakthroughs and human rights revolutions and whatnot. And then Sargon of Akkad says, you can't stop feminism. And, you know, I'm assuming that people said the same sort of thing to Gandhi and King, that, you know, their social revolutions, that the social revolutions they tried to make were impossible. And it happened anyway. And here we are in today's modern dystopia, where people are going to forget about that sort of history and just say, and again say, certain things are impossible. Change can't happen. I mean, I totally don't get this. Well, maybe I do, but whatever the case. What else can I say here? Yeah, I insist on changing the world because of the simple fact that if you don't change the world, you don't improve it, you don't get rid of things like feminism, which are messing things up, needless to say, then the human race could very well become extinct before the end of the century. And I don't want the human race to become extinct because I got lots of stuff to do. And I can't do my stuff if I'm a member of an extinct species. I'm serious about that. But back to the concern I have about Sargon of Akkad and other people like him, because I should admit that Sargon's not the only one he's not the only YouTuber who disappointed me. There are a number of other YouTubers I thought were so awesome and cool and shit, and then they turned around and said, you can't change the world, changing the world's impossible. So I just unsubscribed them and not dealt with them. Yeah. I suspect that some people think that it's a bad idea for me to not deal with these people who, just because they have a disagreement, just because I have a disagreement with them. I disagree. It's like, the point is that, I mean, they're free to have their disagreements, but if I want to change the world, I need to be able to, or if I'm going to help change the world, I'm not sure if I can change the world myself, but if I want to help change the world, I need to have the inspiration to do it. I can't get that inspiration if I'm constantly being told that changing the world is against the laws of physics. That's bullshit. But I do need the motivation to change the world, and I can't have that motivation if I'm around these negative thinking people. I mean, they have the freedom to be as negative as they want, and at the same time, I have the freedom to not deal with their stuff. And also, like I said before, change is an unavoidable consequence of existence. So there's so I guess in the grand scheme of things, I'm correct. Change is going to happen one way or another. I mean, yeah, feminism, for example, needs to be defeated. It can be defeated as far as I'm concerned. But if it, quote unquote, can't be defeated, it's going to end when the human race ends. So you can't just say it can't be defeated. You can't say it's going to last forever. You can at least say that it's going to last for as long as the human race lasts. But I want this to be a positive video, or as positive as possible. So I'm going to just say feminism will be defeated, and then we'll have a true gender equality society. Let's say gender equality society, hopefully before the end of the century. And as I said in a previous video, I'd like to see a Star Trek future happen as soon as possible. But in the chance that I can't, or not me. Okay, let's restate this. But in the chance that that sort of change can't happen, I would like to leave Earth permanently, go on a one-way mission to Mars, and start a resource-based economy when I get there. Yeah, that's one of my catchphrases, and I'm sticking with it. Unfortunately, I might have to gain vast wealth and power to start my one-way mission to Mars and resource-based economy on Mars. But that's something I will have to deal with later. Right now, I want to try to be as positive as possible, and so I'll just again say feminism will be defeated. Let's say I'm going to expect feminism to be defeated, and folks like Sargon of Akkad will eat their words, or the whatever. I'm also thinking about talking about the Elliot Rodgers situation, since I kind of relate to him, except for the mass shooting part, of course. But maybe I should save it for later, or perhaps I can talk about it now. I'll talk about it now. Might as well, because I'm on the subject. I'm going to try to get through this as fast as I can. Anyway, with my situation regarding the Elliot Rodgers situation, like I said before, I can kind of relate to him, because the truth is that at nearly 50 years of age, I've never had a girlfriend. I've came close a couple of times, but never had a girlfriend, not even once. And I might as well admit this too, I'm a 49-year-old virgin, for real. Yeah, and don't give me all this bullshit about how there's something wrong with that. I mean, this is planet Earth. This is the United States of America, or whatever. If I want to be a 48-year-old virgin, I can be one. And if I change my mind, I should be allowed to change my mind. And if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. I mean, that's how freedom works. But that's just that point. Anyway, that's because I've never had a girlfriend, and the few times I've asked women out, they pretty much said no. I don't ask women out anymore, because I can't deal with the rejection. To be honest, yep, rejection is a waste of time. But at the same time, I definitely don't want to deal with women who have no interest in me anyway. So at least in that regard, rejection is a good thing. Yep, other than that, I pretty much hate rejection. I don't want to waste my time with women who don't like me anyway. And another thing I'm kind of disturbed about. Do I want to say disturbed? I'll say disturbed. One thing I'm disturbed about is how women just seem to be not attracted to me at all. I've been told by some people that I'm attractive. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, whatever. But all I know is that women behave as if I'm not attractive, or as if they're not attracted to me. But you know, that's their life. They can do whatever they want. But right now, I think a major reason why I'm willing to go without female companionship is because of my desire to control my own life and my own destiny. So it's like, if I had a choice between having a girlfriend and living my life the way I want, I'd rather live my life the way I want. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why I can't have both, but it seems that as things are now, I'm probably, if I do find someone who's remotely interested in me, she'd probably want to compel me to do things her way as opposed to how it should be. An equal relationship. Yeah, one of the reasons why I hate feminism is because feminism does not allow an equal relationship between men and women. Now, I think I'm going to stop right here. I probably will bring up this issue or similar issues later. Yep, that's it. I wish I could talk more, but at the same time, I don't want to talk more. See you later, Ralph Nader.